priority to grow that unit, and we did that. This year's fiscal budget, we've added another investigator for that. And as you see, it doesn't take, it's one agency can't do it. It takes these multiple task force of multiple agencies, municipal, state, federal, local law enforcement, to work together on something like this. This is a major operation. It's a 5-day operation. You know, it's an off-site operation where we do it, and we say it's just like what you see in Chris Matthews and Dateline, you know, to catch a predator. This is what they do. Anything else?
I'll ask one more. When you talk about controlling your children and things like that, talking about teaching parents better lessons, can you teach kids to stay off of this, or do you just prevent it all the way?
That's a good question. I think it goes back to, I think you have to have that open trust and that dialogue. It is easy as a parent. Like I said, I got 5 of them. Trying to keep up with all of them is like herding cats. But I will tell you that if you don't keep that open line of communication and try to have that one-on-one engagement with them daily. My particular way is to sit down and have fellowship with them at dinner every night. That's what I do. That's my way to do it. I sit there and we talk about our day. But that's an opportunity to have open dialogue with them. But yeah, the children have to know and trust that the parent's not just trying to be that parent. They're trying to protect them against themselves, because these children don't know the dangers. I mean, I can tell you my 11 and 13-year-old daughters did not know the dangers that were out there when we found these things. But again, it's not from us being ignorant, but it kind of is. I mean, parents oftentimes, and then you have the aspect of what I mentioned about the kidnaps. I mean, kids want to do things behind their parents' back, you know. So if you're not proactive, and as Michelle said earlier, they will find a crack, they will find a hole to try to wiggle in. And I say not the children will too, but I'm talking about the suspects will find that crack and find that kid that's hiding from their parents, and they'll start that open dialogue. And a lot of times it's innocent gaming, and they portray themselves not even oftentimes as an adult. You know, in our particular case, sometimes it's a child portraying themselves as a child when in fact they're an adult. You know, or vice versa. Maybe and this is an ugly part of it too. There are, you know, children are not totally innocent at times as well. There are times where children are aggressing that behavior. You know, they're pubescent, they're adolescent, and they're interested, they're curious, and so that sometimes exacerbates the problem. Anything else?
I was just wondering if we could have everyone introduce themselves as up here, so
Sure.
we know who else is on hand.
I'm Brian Powell, Patrol Major for the Crescent Police Department.
I'm Casey Campbell, Digital Forensics for the Sheriff's Office.
Investigator Braylon with the Sheriff's Office. I'm in.
John Merchant, Lieutenant with Special Investigations.
Chad Berry, I'm the resident agent in charge of Homeland Security Investigations here in Pensacola.
I'm Joe Gordon, Sergeant for the Homeland Security and Federal Police County Sheriff's Office.
Chris Williams, Chief of Investigations for FPD Pensacola.
And there's others in this room and there's others that are not here that took part in this. There's some that can't be seen, you know, for other reasons. You know, they work undercover work a lot of times, and then there's others that just couldn't make it today. And so it was a huge collaborative effort. We feel it was a success. It was something I wanted to showcase because, you know, again, if you look at the numbers, they're staggering. I mean, it's staggering. You know, at what they've gone up in the last 20 years, and just what we're facing here at the Sheriff's Office. That's just, I mean, the number of downloads that we do on phones has gone up hundreds of percentage points, and so we've had to buy equipment for that. You know, if that's it, if that's nothing else, then I thank you, media that are here, and those that you know, if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to ask for Ashley Bailey on the crime prevention side if you're a parent. And if you're a media source that wants to talk to Michelle to get further, reach out to Michelle Nicholson. Thank you very much.